What's up, guys? John Bartolo here with Inside the Green Room. I wanted to kind of go over last week, talk about the week ahead, and some news and some stuff going on in between. But first, I want to thank all the sponsors. I can't thank the sponsors enough times. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible. Please go check a few of them out. We have a long list. It's an awesome group. If you haven't already, Right On Optics, Blackwater Ammunition, Pulsar, Galco Leather Holsters, Kenzie's Optics, Full Quartz and Firearms, CAA Gear Up USA, and of course, I can't do it without you guys, so I appreciate all the fans and your support and everything that you guys do towards the show. We had an awesome week last week. We had the Navy SEAL Jeff Gonzalez on. Jeff's a trainer, instructor. He came on, he talked about current issues. We talked about LeBron James. We talked about training. We talked about the ammo shortage. It was an awesome episode, and it's great to get those tip of the spear guys on the show to have those discussions, because without them, obviously, they add a lot of validity to the conversation, and they've lived it, and he's out there training and doing it, and Jeff's a phenomenal spokesperson for the industry. There's not a lot I don't love about Jeff. So go check out that episode if you haven't already. Phenomenal. So can't, really move forward without getting into some current news, and we'll get to the next couple guests and what I have lined up for you guys. We got a big giveaway coming up, not this week, it's getting bumped to next week with Drunk 3PO. So if you get the opportunity, go check out Drunk 3PO's feeds. He's going to be giving away a Pulsar thermal imaging monocular. For you guys that don't know, it's a $1,200 device. So if you get the opportunity to get in on his giveaway that he's doing, similar to what we did with RK Outpost and Ryan Kinnell, go check out Drunk 3PO and see what Jay's going to be doing, because we're going to do some really cool stuff, giving stuff away with him as well. And it's my token of appreciation back to you guys, because I appreciate everything that you guys do supporting the show from their audience. So thank you for that. A lot of current news to cover, guys. I don't get an opportunity to cover a lot of it in my show, and there's some things I definitely want to touch on. I want to start with the whole Mayweather, Logan Paul thing, whatever that is. There's a lot to unpack with the Paul brothers. You have both the brothers getting into fighting, boxing, different things. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather is a legitimate multi-time world champion and Hall of Famer, so it's hard now to have the argument that they're not trying to do it legit, but at the same time, they're still trying to grab at that celebrity type experience. So I don't have an opinion, guys. A lot of people have asked me whether you buy it, don't buy it, participate in the pay-per-view. I don't have an opinion. I thought it was really interesting when Dana White came out with his statement, and then he said, "This is what I do," meaning, the UFC and what they're doing there. And I agree with that. I think these celebrity type things are something totally different. And it's kind of the next evolution of what the Paul brothers are doing with this move forward. They're doing these, I guess Dana referred to them as money grabs, or these events, these celebrity buy-in events. I don't think good or bad. I mean, are we witnessing, world-class fighting? Is it world-class? No, I don't think that. But I don't know that that's what they're going for either. If you want to ante up the money, go for it. I chose to pay the money when it was Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. I wanted to see it. I wanted to relive my childhood and have that nostalgia moment. But that's not really a celebrity fight. That was something a little bit different. So I see the value in some of these things. I do think it needs to be less about a concert and a DJ and Snoop Dogg, and be more about the fight, if they're going to ever gain any shred of legitimacy in terms of what they're trying to do. And I think they have to go out and fight boxers, and Mayweather is probably a step in that direction. Is Mayweather going to be Floyd Mayweather that we know him as? I don't know. We won't know until we see it. So that's going to be interesting. I want to talk about the Bad Batch from Disney Plus. I have not watched it. I watched some snippets, some clips of it. It's nice to see Disney moving forward with some things that the fandom may want. I don't think it's necessarily time to come back to the fandom. I don't know that that's in the cards for a lot of you that have taken a leave of absence. I don't know what will be the trigger to do that. I could tell you, for me, my official statement, that's not what's going to bring me back regularly. I hope everyone had a great May the 4th be with you. But that's something, I kind of struggle with right now is what will be good enough to bring people back? Is it the return of Gina Carano? Is it, what do they have to do? I don't know the answer. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys because I know everybody's kind of asking the ultimate question. Is Gina going to come back if asked? Is the door open? I think for Jon Favreau, she would. I don't know that that's what's going to draw her back. Money is a great motivator. There's a lot of things, and it's not to say it's a bad motivator. It's not. But I have not. The Bad Batch is not going to be the thing that brings me over. I'll watch some clips and I'll kind of, see if I like the content a little bit and kind of get a feel for it just to follow the continuity of the story. But no, I have not made the comeback. A few people asked me that. I want to get to the Bill and Melinda Gates divorce. It's very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting divorce. I like to see couples separate amicably, regardless of what you think of them, regardless of what you think of Bill Gates and what he's done. I am not the biggest Bill Gates fan. I think at the end of the day, Bill Gates is like some of these other people that are kind of floating around the periphery of politics. They like the control. They enjoy the control. I would never want to be that guy's child. I would never want to be under his control. He seems like someone that he has to be turning all the knobs or you're out. That's just what I see. And I think he thinks money grants him control. So, I don't know what's going on there, but she wants out. So for the sake of whether it's children, family structure, life, good karma, everything in between, I hope they figure it out and things work out for them on a family level, of course. But I don't think a lot of people are going to shed a tear for Bill Gates, especially a lot of the people I know in my circles. I think that's how that's going to go. I want to thank everybody who does the super chats before I get to Florida. I definitely want to thank everybody who participates in the chats and the discussions, upvotes the videos, taps thumbs up. That stuff is tremendously important, guys, and I wouldn't be able to have the show on the level that I do even now and what I hope to get it to without you. So I greatly appreciate all you guys for that. I want to talk about Governor DeSantis down in Florida and what he's doing. He's doing some really incredible stuff with how he's setting himself up for what I think could be a potential run for president or maybe a vice presidency or a cabinet seat. But I think he's poising himself as the next guy up. He's recently, passed a COVID passport restriction, which I think is amazing that he came out and did that. Guys, amazing. I love what he's doing with the Florida voting law legislation he's trying to push through to kind of really tighten up on the mail-in ballot situation that I think is completely out of control. And look, guys, I've said it before on the podcast. I've not done it in this forum. There's voting fraud everywhere. There's no question about that. That's in every election, local, and it's been going on forever. There was rumors of it with Kennedy in Chicago. So listen, this stuff happens. I applaud a guy like Governor DeSantis for stepping up and passing legislation that he thinks is going to protect and insulate his state from some of that stuff going on, especially if he's seen some of it. I think that's a huge testament to him. And I really hope other Republican governors and maybe some purple governors, Democrats, Republicans, use what he's doing down in Florida as a template to kind of start to get their arms around some of this stuff. Because down in Florida, they look like they're having a good time, guys. Summer's coming, the beaches are opening, and to all these states out there, whether you're California, which is the extreme, New York, or you're somewhere in between, and I'm here in Nevada, you have to start to think with the end in mind. We get what you wanted to do. We understand the control. We understand what Fauci's trying to do, and we understand what all these components and these moving parts. But you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose your state, and you're gonna lose the respect of your people. And it's happening now. It's continuing. I mean, there are people in California I know and I talk to that were diehard Democrats that are like, I gotta get out of here. Like, this is crazy. I can't be here anymore. And I don't know if that's part of their master plan to kind of have these people infiltrate California or Nevada or wherever else. But the real reality is this is not going in a good direction for those guys. And I'd love to see them steal a page from what Governor DeSantis is doing in Florida and start to tighten up the ship just a little bit, because I think that's incredibly important. And it's important for the people. There's no way this country can go on down the path that's going down, because God forbid, somebody mentioned this in the news, I heard it, God forbid the Democrats figure out what comes after $1 trillion, right? And they start spending money and offering all these entitlement programs, and they continue to put these pieces in place where people don't ever have to go back to work. We can get flooded with immigration, absolutely crushed with immigration, illegal immigration that is, and be stuck paying that bill and kicking the can down the road for a really long time. And that tends to be what that side of the house is really good at, is passing the buck and kicking the can. I want to talk about the guests coming up next week. So I got a really exciting week. I've had a few people move around. One of my best sponsors, one of my longtime sponsors that's been with me since day one, Caleb from Blackwater Ammunition, is coming in, and I'm really excited to have Caleb to talk about AmmoGate, to talk about the ammo shortage, to talk about some of the things going on in the ammo world, to talk about some other ventures he's working on. I'm pumped about it, and I think it's going to be a really good time. So you definitely want to tune in for that Tuesday. He's a great guy, a super visionary, and when it comes to marketing and the firearms business and defense industry, he's been at it for a long time, and he totally gets it, and a super smart guy. So I'm excited about that. I do want to thank all you guys again, especially everybody that came into the chat, the super chats, everybody that participates. I can't thank you guys enough. There's a few of you guys that have upvoted my stuff, commented and gone through and commented and upvoted a lot of my older videos. I can't thank you guys enough. It means so much, and it's super helpful. It really is, and without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I want to thank you all. I appreciate everyone. I know I've been working on these segments to make them better and to make them good for you guys and make them a home run. I'm continuously getting them better. I'm moving the sets around. I'm playing with the audio. I'm playing with the video. I'm playing with the lighting. I'm trying. Just bear with me. Support me through it. And when we get to the other side, I think we'll have a really good segment that is going to be fun for you guys to kind of catch up on the episodes and learn a little bit about what's coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. And to all you guys that listen all the way through, please, if you want to see the episodes and see some potentially additional content that's going to be coming very soon, and additional content on the whole platform, the Warrior Poet Society Network, WPSN, is a pay-to-play program that you can go on to, similar to Netflix, similar to anything else that has very similar programs such as mine. It's a phenomenal network. Use the code Bartolo and go over there and go check out a bunch of the programs that they're putting on. If you like this stuff, if you like, whether it's podcasting, extreme sports, or anything that's going to help make you more capable, fighting, shooting, training, any of those types of segments, please head over there, go check it out. I think it's $10 a month now, or $9.99 is the better way to put it, and give it a try. I think you'll like what you see, but I really appreciate those guys over at WPSN, Warrior Poet Society Network. I think what they're doing is the right way to go, and I know I've said it many times, but use the code Bartolo and go check it out. So go check out Drunk 3PO for the giveaway. He's going to be doing, I believe, in a week's time. Go check that out. Check out next week's episode Tuesday. Go check out the past episode with Navy SEAL Jeff Gonzalez, and I can't thank you guys enough. We're going to head out. Thank you to all the sponsors. Appreciate them. Gallotech Rhino Metals, Right On Optics, Full Quartzen,